In our last class, we talked about what digital marketing is, and we also went ahead to mention the 8 elements that make up digital marketing. In this class, today we'll be talking about how digital marketing actually works. Before we go on to answer how digital marketing works, you also need to understand that digital marketing is no different from traditional style marketing. Traditional style marketing is simply the old method of marketing where you use newspapers, you use television, you use radio. Those are examples of traditional style marketing. But in these two, in digital marketing and traditional marketing, you would understand that organizations and businesses actually use these methods to build mutual benefits for leads, prospects, and customers. For example, when was the last time you bought something online? Or let's say you try to book a hotel online. You must have Google searched the hotel, probably it's outside the country, or maybe you wanted to book a flight and you need a travel agent to book that flight or to get a visa or whatever it is. Most times you would have to search the web to see brands or businesses that actually have what you're looking for, and you don't just stop there. You check to see if they have a social media platform, you check to see if they have a website, and then you go on to see the reviews that they've gotten from other people that have actually used their products or services. Now, from creating your content speaks to your target audience in a way whereby you get to show them the problems that they are actually having and how you solve these problems. You don't get to show them the problems that they have and then you're unable to solve them. That is where your content strategy fails. Now, you've created your content. It means you need platforms where you would have to show these contents to your target audience. Social media. Now we've moved from content to social media. And on social media, you have different types of social media. You have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have TikTok. You have a whole lot of them. And in each and every one of these social media channels, you would understand that content publication has its multi dimensions. You need to structure your content for these platforms in the way that it speaks for these channels. For example, you'd want to publish a content on LinkedIn. It has to be as professional as possible. That means you're basically talking about, you're not coming to give or to do a TikTok video. You're basically making it business, professionalism. Or maybe you want to share your content on Twitter. Twitter is basically where a lot of people come to read blogs, mini blogs, and mini articles. They want to read. So you see, Twitter has its own area or style of content. And if you move down to Facebook or Instagram, this is basically where pictures and videos come to play. TikTok, fun videos, Instagram, graphics, infographics. You have behind the scenes of your content, of your brand, and how everything works. Now you see that you're actually giving them something to look forward to. You're giving your target audience something to look forward to. Now you've moved from content to your social media. Now the next stage is your website. You need to drive traffic down. You need to drive traffic down to your website. And how do you do that? SEO, search engine optimization. It means you need to format your content in a way whereby your content is able or has the ability to pop up on search results. It means you have keywords that you have strategically picked out in case or when your target audience are actually searching the web, these things then pop up. That's basically how your website works for search engine optimization. You would understand that even from your pictures, from your blogs, or however you want to share your content on your website, there has to be primary keywords that actually pull in results so that your ranking on Google search increases. Now you understand from content, social media, website, and you can't do the two, social media and website, without having the one. Probably that's why they say content is king. Without content, there is no way you can woo your customers or your target audience. When we move from social media to websites, what comes in next is advertising. Advertising is simply pulling in traffic so that they come and see this same content that you have actually prepared for your target audience. Now this content can come in promotions or maybe an offer that you have for these customers. Now at the same time we're at advertising, and you would understand that advertising in social media or using your website is a different ball game, because even if you have the right content or you have the right budget, you also need to target your customers where they are at the right time with the right offer. So that means you need to do your homework. Who are your target audience? What or where are the places that they go to look for information about your product or about your services? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself before you venture into maybe running a paid ad campaign. You need to have the data of your ideal target audience. I'm not talking about you assuming that this is probably what they like. For example, if I run an ad on social media, on Instagram, and I want to tell businesses that I can run ads for them to bring them more customers, one of the areas in ads manager, Facebook ads manager, that I'll be looking at is I'll be looking at Facebook ads, Facebook page owners. That's people that owns Facebook pages. You can understand how that actually targets you to businesses online. Moving on. Now we've moved from content to social media to our website down to advertising. Now after you've done this advert, most times when you run ads, it leads you to a landing page, where this landing page now tells or it gives the customer an opportunity. This is after you've been able to grab their attention. It gives the customer or your target audience an opportunity to now fill in their contact information. Filling in their contact information means they are going to have to drop their phone numbers and they are going to have to drop their email addresses, which brings us down to email marketing. Email marketing is simply how you get to stay in touch with your audience. From email marketing, you get to understand that you have moved the customer, or the customer journey has actually moved from stage of awareness. Means they saw your content, and after seeing your content they engaged. After engaging in it, they still probably liked your post, commented on it, sent you a DM. So you understand that everything that happens from the beginning leads down to where you collect information of your target audience. They've moved up from just being aware of your brand or the offer that you have for them, down to thinking if they want to buy from you. This is where they are right now. And for them to actually give you their contact, it simply means that they've seen what you have to offer and they are considering to buy. Now when you see all these things put together, you would understand that there's a system that has been made. This system has been made to make you sell faster online using digital marketing, from content to social media to search, which is your website, from search to advertising. And when you finish advertising, you get to retrieve your customers' contact information. And if you're able to actually put in all these things together, digital marketing becomes magic. Now, you can imagine someone sees your ads on Instagram, and when they see it, they go to your page. And luckily or good enough, you have a website, and they also go to your website. They are definitely going to ransack a whole lot to see what people are talking about this particular brand. They could even go on Google to check if you're on Google Map, to check if you're on the Google listing, which is Google My Business. So you understand how these little details are very, very important. All this research happens in less than 10 minutes. You go on their social media platform, you go on their website, you check reviews, you go on Google Map, see what you have to see, and in less than no time, they have made their decision if they are going to send you a DM or move on to the next person. But now they will not even get to this stage if your content is not right. If your copyright or your sales copy is not right, they won't even be talking to you. So you understand how the strategy from content down to advertising and email, engaging with your customer, building that relationship, building that trust, brings you more customers. Now what happens is that when they are now satisfied by your transformation, because remember, you're not trying to sell, you're trying to transform their life, you're trying to solve a problem. That is basically what your offer is. Not to sell, rather to change or to solve a problem. So you would understand that these customers become so indebted to how you run your business online, because first of all, they now know that you are very accessible. They now know that you are genuine, because there are a whole lot of businesses online that are not genuine, and they now know that they can recommend you to their friends. So what do? They go on their merry way and they start telling people about your brand. You make a post, they like it, and you see them giving you remarks, giving you comments, which other people get to see because you did a good job during their customer journey. That means during the process from when they saw your content down to when they purchased it, you were able to build that trust down to a point where these target audiences or these customers or these customer avatars that you've been able to get are now advocates for your brand. So you can imagine someone coming to your DMs and saying, I got a recommendation about your brand, that you do this from a friend. A friend told them they did not see your advert. That is the best outcome of online business, because once a satisfied customer is able to actually recommend you to another person, it keeps going. They will continue recommending you and you keep making sales. And now the beautiful thing about it is that once this system is in place, it's very easy to, it is just automated. The only thing you just need to do is to go in circles, keep doing what you're doing, learn new things, new strategies on how to present your content to your target audience as a business owner online. I hope we're able to understand how all these things make up what digital marketing is all about. My name is Daniel the Avatar, and I'm the lead consultant for AvatarWorks Digital Agency. And this is AvatarWorks Academy, where we want to train individuals into becoming digital marketers that don't just know, but actually earn from what they know. See you in our next class. Thank you.